foul into the catcher grid for strike 3 to end.
Or you can ask politely, see if they'll do it. Good breaking ball. Struck him out.
What's up, guys? Ryan Matthews with Optimum Athletes. Sitting down today, pretty cool piece. We're trying to bring you guys some content. Sitting down with Major League left-handed pitcher Sam Long. Sammy has been a longtime trainee here at Optimum Athletes. I've been lucky enough to have a small portion of helping Sammy out with his off-season training. And a little backstory, Sammy was released, I don't even know the year now. What year was that you got released?
18.
2018, got released by the Tampa Bay Rays. Then came to us through a little bullpen in here. We put it on Twitter, Flat Ground app, got signed with the Chicago White Sox, and the rest has kind of been history. Sam, I just kind of want to touch base, like where was your mindset and how did you kind of find, I've been released, I've been hired, fired, just like you have in this game. It sucks. How do you, in 2018, a young 20-something-year-old kid that just had somebody tell you, hey, your dream is ending, how do you find the guts, the nuts, whatever it took to say, no, you're wrong, I'm going to keep doing this?
I mean, I would say initially I was very discouraged. But after, about a 6-month period of reflecting and seeing what I could have done better and in what ways can I give more to the game, that's what kind of made me realize and encouraged me to give it another shot and try to play again.
Well, good thing you did.
Yeah.
Right? It's worked out so far.
I wouldn't say a small piece of my career too. When you said that earlier, we all know where I was when I started here. I was probably $170, and a lot of work to do and a lot of guidance needed because I needed to make a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So, we went to work, and I wouldn't say it was you've been a small part of it. It's been a process that we've gone through together.
Yeah, for sure. And to be honest with you guys, it goes both ways. That's the fun part that I didn't realize. Getting into this sector and coaching you guys, it's kind of kept me connected to the game, at least at that level. I got a young family right now. I don't really want to go coach professional baseball. As much as I would want to, I don't want to, be away from my family. So getting to be a part of guys' careers like Sam at the highest level is something that, in return, that I get to kind of keep that fire burning for me. So it goes both ways with that. So it's been a huge thing, man. And just on that level, you probably don't know that you've been a huge part in what we do at OA, just because you've kind of made me and this company look good. Like, when you came in here, we kind of said, hey, Sam's a big leaguer. Like, I thought that. I seen this young 95-mile-an-hour left-handed arm, and we kind of leaned into that, and we were like, hey, we're going to take a chance on you. We're going to call every scout we can. We're going to put every video we can out there because I think you're really going to prove us right. So, you've kind of helped us kick the door open to, hey, we're in this industry, and we can really help guys at the highest level. So thank you on that aspect too. I don't know if there's really a question that comes from that, but that's just kind of what it's been, man. So it's been cool to work with these guys hand in hand. That being said, what have we done over that time? Like, can you just tell guys? I know that's kind of a dumb question for me to ask him because I know, but not everybody knows like what we do in here. So like, what can you tell guys like exactly kind of what it is that we do when you come home for the off season?
In my case, we had to start from ground, like step one, basically, in my case. And that meant figuring out how to get me stronger. So I was able to handle all the throwing that I do throughout the off season to get me ready for the full season. We've fixed, we've came up with a process, what works with me for my diet.
Yeah.
What's going to help me put muscle on and keep it on, and then the throwing side of things. So I'd say those three, the strength and conditioning, the process of my off season from the throwing side, and then what I'm doing when I leave the building to keep my body strong and healthy.
Yeah.
I think for me, when I first started coming here, we just need to get me like overall a lot stronger.
Yeah. Just need to level up.
Yeah, and so that meant learning how to lift, correct form in that, because I'd never really lifted big.
Yeah.
And I think once I started to learn how to do that and understand that it's not going to happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, what I always wanted I always wanted the results right away, and so I'd look in the mirror and I was like, this isn't working, so I'd move on from it. But just sticking with that process of what I'm doing, I'm starting to feel stronger, starting to see those results. That really helped me continue to push forward and keep trusting the programs that we were putting together.
Right.
And then that just helped. That helped the throwing side overall, because once I started getting stronger, I was able to be more consistent with the velo phases, and seeing results on the velo side was huge. Coming up in college and the first couple years in professional baseball, I was, I could run it up to 93 here and there.
Right.
I always knew that was in there, but it would be a lot of fluctuation. I'd be 93 one outing, and then, my body wasn't recovering fast enough, and my next outing I'd be 89 to 90.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing for me was I did tick up a little bit overall.
Mm-hmm.
Found some 95s, but it helped me consistently stay up there, around 93, 95 early on, and then the more I did it, the more days I stacked in here, I was able to keep climbing a little bit more and more.
Yep.
To where when I was really in a groove and feeling good, probably I would say going into 2020, 2021, that's when I was 94, 96, touching 97.
Right.
And so I think the consistency of a program, staying dedicated to what I was starting to learn, what worked for me.
Right.
And I was learning my body more and more every day. It's a process for everybody, and then, so I'd say it was a combination of those three big things: lifting and figuring out my strength and conditioning program. And then, I've always been a good athlete, but on the throwing side, it wasn't really about how I moved. It was more about just getting stronger in how I moved.
Yes, right.
And then eating right.
Yeah,
learning how to eat steak.
That's a big part of it, man. But one thing that I see at least from the outside looking in, and just kind of the evolution of your process, I think you're probably one of the most regimented athletes I've ever seen. Like, probably one of the best at doing the mundane things over and over again. You hear it all the time, like, excellence is mundane. How do you plug in every day, even if this thing is, like, so to speak, boring? Mm-hmm. And like, damn, I did that shit yesterday. But how do you just keep coming in here and being so good at the things that aren't sexy, man? Like, how do you do that?
We talked about it earlier today. Muhammad Ali hated every part of training.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's my case. There's definitely parts of training that I don't enjoy as much as others, but I understand what I get out of it, and that's what keeps me going. Like, I want to be the best I can be. I want to play as long as I can. Mm-hmm. So doing those little things that I feel like are going to keep me healthy, keep me strong, it's something that I have to do.
Good.
And I look forward to doing it every day. I really do, because that's what's going to keep me in this game. That's how you earn respect in this game as well. And that's what I'm here to do is work my tail off and not. I've been in a situation where I was looking over my shoulder or wondering, if I could have done something different or given something more.
Yeah.
And when I decided to play again, I promised myself that I was going to do my best to not ever deal with that again. You know? I'm not going to leave anything out there to question. So that's what keeps me going. Like we said, I've been released. That's kind of given me some chip on my shoulder, and there's a whole bunch of reasons why I come and try to be as laser focused as I can every day, because now I have a kid on the way. That only adds to it. That I have a family that I need to support. Over the years, when I come in as a 22-year-old, I just want to play baseball again.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the simple reason. But over the years, there's been more and more motivation for me to show up and get this work in.
Yeah. That's fun, man. That's really good stuff, and it's fun to watch this kind of development physically, obviously, because we all know that we got to be physical, we got to be talented to do this game. But the dudes that stay in the major leagues and stay there as long as you've been there, and hopefully as long as you hope to be there, it's unwritten that you're talented. It's the dudes that separate themselves mentally and can plug in every day. I think that are there for the 10, 12 years, you know what I mean? And I think you're well on your way to doing that. What is something we can expect from Sam Long? What's a big goal? What's a big box you want to check in 2026, bro?
Shoot. I want to get to 60 innings. I want to get to 60, 70 appearances.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do that at the major league level yet, for whatever reason. But that's a big one, and I think that's, like we talked about, earning respect in this game as a reliever in the major leagues. You want to give your team the confidence to know they can hand you the baseball 60 to 70 times. And they know what they're going to get out of you most nights. So I would say that 60 to 70 game mark, that's the probably the only statistical goal because if I do what I feel like I'm capable of doing, the numbers take care of themselves.
100%.
And if I'm throwing 60 to 70 times, that means I'm throwing the ball pretty well too.
Yeah.
I'd say on a day-to-day goal thing, I would just keep pounding, and I want to. That's all I got, really. Yeah,
there's not a lot that goes into it. The guys that are super successful, they keep it simple and they do the simple things to the best of their ability. So I think that's what we've gotten really good at here over the years with Sam and our other pro guys that are in the building, and I think that's why we're pretty successful at helping these guys out. So Sam, thank you for being a part of what OA does. Thank you for setting the tone around the gym every day, and thank you for giving us a little content today.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, man.